Saturday morning, Cosmo's at gymnastics, so it means I've got an hour to kill. A bit less now because I've got to get back in time for once and see if I can catch a perch. We're going to go up on the canal behind Alexander Stadium at Perry Barr. I'm going to try not going to where I normally go, where we normally go. Normally catch, but lots of little ones. We're going to go for a walk in the opposite direction, see what we can find up there. When I fished it up there, they've tended to be a little bit bigger. I've only fished it that direction a couple of times, but instead of fishing the locks, where obviously fish get trapped, I'm going to fish further up where there's a big long stretch and there's a lot more movement to fish, so see if we can find them. Stadium watch for the Commonwealth Games. Brought my niece and nephew down last week. They were a bit confused. Didn't really understand the difference between Commonwealth Games, Squid Games and Hunger Games. Slightly different. Normally we go and fish a couple of locks down in amongst these locks and at the start of the stretch below the locks, and we catch loads of little ones. Instead today we're going to go upwards, up a couple of locks, past the locks, see what we can find up there. Actually, I should really drop a lure in and drag it up the side while I'm walking. Often pick up a little perch doing that. This duckweed's relentless, I mean. I don't know. You keep seeing obviously boats have gone through, really murked up the lock before. But yet this stuff, I guess it just multiplies so fast once it's in that you have a nightmare. Shocking really, how fast it multiplies. Anyway, let's get the micro jig in and just walk it up. See if I can get it right in the edge, closer to the edge, right along the structure, and see if anything takes it. With the temperatures dropping, I guess at some point I'm going to have to switch over from, or I'm going to be better off switching over from the micro jig to the drop shot. Can move it a little bit slower, hold it in place and provoke a bite a bit. Oh, there you go. Oh, gutted. First bite of the day. So what I'm going to do is drop it in back up there, just bring it back past again, see if it's still there, or if there's quite often a little shoal. See if I can get another one. Half the time the battle's trying to, no, it's a snag. Battle's trying to just provoke something to bite and figure out actually what they want, where they want it, how quick they want it. To be fair, I've only fished this lock a couple of times. Oh, here we go. Oh, and I've never actually had one, so I'd quite like to get one. Let's see if we can just have a bite from here. See if we can. Yes, here we go. Here, perchy perchy. So here he is. First one of the day, tiny, but a lot of them in here are. But it's the first one from this lock. I've fished it a couple of times, not really put much time in here. I tend to drag a lure up on the way past, and as you saw, had a couple of little knocks and then finally got one. Bonus, I've only got half an hour fishing time, so you've got to make every second count. Getting back. A bit chilly today. Had a few more casts on this lock. Tried dragging it along the structure again. No more hits. Can't only be one perch in here, but I think go and explore somewhere else. Old lockkeeper's cottages, I suspect. Now, obviously, this little bit inside the CRT building, there's no fishing, unfortunately. But looking at it, got no chance of fishing it anyway. So we're going to go up and on the other side of this bridge. And usually we've nicked a couple from under the bridge. It's a no fishing bit. signs only go to here. Don't know what that sign is over there. Anyway, there's no fishing signs under here. Unfortunately, look at the state of it. Usually nick a few under here, but you have to avoid the pigeons above you. Interestingly, I was talking to someone who works in sort of conservation in Birmingham, and these sort of places are quite often finding evidence of otters, even in Birmingham city centre. And the clue is apparently shiny poo. So you find little bits of poo under the bridges in particular for some reason. It seems to be where they like marking the territory, and it shines because of the scales from the fish that they're eating. So I've just had a bite from right over the other side, about there. Don't know how I missed it. Try and see if we can get another one. As is the way in these urban canals, you soon get snagged up. So I've snagged up and lost my lure, so I've just put a new jig head on and added a slightly different colour, something a bit darker in the murky water. Sometimes I do think, does a darky one create more of a shadow for them to hit rather than having to see a colour, which I can't see in the murk anyway. Don't know, give it a try, see what happens. Changed over, had a bite, fell off as I was reeling it in. To be fair, it wasn't much bigger than the lure, and I had a big lure, so that one was no great loss. Thought I'll have a walk up, drag it up the side, see if we pick up anything up here. The one time I did fish up here, there was a big snag, but it looks like it's been removed, and I lost it. Probably the biggest perch I've seen down there. I'll keep trying. There's got to be one more perch in here wanting to feed. Weird though, getting weird bites. I can't work out what speed they want, because some of them are coming as I'm just crawling it really slowly along the bottom, and then some of them are smashing it when you're reeling in quite quick. And as I have a slow walk up, just bouncing it along the bottom, right in the edge. You know, I've had that first one on the other lock, and then nothing down here really in the edge. Oh, no, weird. Don't know what's going on. Keep trying. So I've just come up to here. I'm not going to get much further today because I need to go back to get Cosmo, but not a bad view for essentially a city centre canal, is it? Unfortunately, there's the usual rubbish and people who can't clear up after their dogs. I haven't done great today. I had one bite. Well, I've had a few bites. I've landed one, lost one, and missed a few. So I thought I'd wander up here and then wander back down, have a few casts on my way, see if we get something else. And the thing is, you know, I'm exploring a new bit. Next time I'll walk a bit further up before I start fishing. And you're going to have some blank sessions, but when you find them, it can be really productive. Always learning, that's the main thing. Number two, at last, just walking back, and it had a couple of bites and I just can't hit him, and then this one's hung himself. He hasn't been as productive as normal, but we've done all right. Half an hour's fishing, couple of fish, got to head back now, so I'll drag the lure on the way back, see if I can pick up any more bonus fish. So time to call it, I'm afraid. Gotta go and fetch Cosmo. I'm gonna go back, and on the way back I'll have a look at that first lock that had a drag through and caught one. Just have a quick drag through there before I head back. Not as productive as usual, but you know, it's 30 minutes, what do you expect? I'm just trying to prove that fishing doesn't need to be complicated. You don't need loads of gear, you don't need loads of time, and you just need to be near water. If water doesn't have fish in it, then of some description, then it's a pretty bad sign for us all. Definitely get out there, explore your canals. I'll keep coming with this little series, hopefully. Got a few of these that I filmed only on my phone. It's not, like I said, keeping it simple. Phone, a rod, a lure. Easy fishing for an hour, and hopefully you can get out there and try it yourself. So don't forget, give us a follow, Fishing Family UK, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you know, all the usual socials, even TikTok. And obviously like, subscribe and comment if you want to see more of this content. Take kids fishing, make it fun. Peace. Did have a few last casts. Now usually one more cast on here can make all the difference, and I always end up tending to be 30 seconds late to pick Cosmo up, which doesn't sound a lot, but it just causes pain because I bring him out and take him back in, then you have to get him. But yeah, I usually get one on the way back. I haven't had one. I wonder if it's time to switch to drop shot, maybe the micro jig. That's been really successful for me on here up to now. It's done its thing really. The water seems really cold. The fish I had when I got them out, they were freezing. I just wonder if being able to hold the bait in the zone where they're picking at it rather than smashing it would just pick off a bite. To be honest, because I'm only on a quick session, normally I'd switch over. If I was here for longer, I'd switch my gear over. But when I've only got 30 minutes, I'd rather just stick to working it with the jig, because by the time I've switched it all over, I know it only takes a few minutes. But I always think I'm losing time, and I end up persevering. I don't know, maybe. Tell me in the comments, what would you do? You're only fishing for 30 minutes. Your tactics aren't working. Well, they're working, but not as productive as you think they could be. Would you change? Would you spend 5 minutes setting yourself back up? Because is 30 minutes even long enough to know whether your tactics are working or not? I don't know. You tell me. Stick it in the comments and share the knowledge. Like I said, always learning.